What's up everyone, I'm Joshua Thomas here at the Railroad Express, and I'm here to teach you how to play Onitama. Onitama is simple to learn, but that's where the simplicity ends, because as you play the game, it's one of those things where it is easy to learn but hard to master. Nevertheless, I think I can teach you the rules in less than a minute. So here we go. This is how the game looks when it is set up. You will randomly shuffle all of your movement cards, which are known as your stances, and you will draw 5 of them, and the rest will go back in the box or off to the side because they will not be used in this game. So each player will have 2 cards, and then 1 will be placed in between them, off to the side of the board. The first player is determined by the symbol in the bottom right corner of the card that starts off in the middle of the game. If it is blue, then the blue player goes first, or if it is red, then the red player goes first. On your turn, you simply choose a movement card, perform that movement with whichever piece can legally perform the movement, and then you take the card from the center, place this one in the center in its place, and now you have the card that's in the center. And on the other person's turn, they will do the exact same thing. They will choose a movement card, perform that movement with whichever piece can legally make that movement, and then take the card that is in the center. So that's where the complexity of the game gets in that when you use that movement card, you're basically giving up that card and giving it to your opponent to then use against you. So how do movement cards work? Well, you can see that there is a black square that is representative of whatever piece you might be moving, and then there are colored squares around it, which are the places that the piece can move to. Now, there's a few rules here. A piece cannot move off of the board, and a piece cannot move into the same square as another piece in its own team. But other than that, your movements are legal. So let's say that the crane stance is the move that we are making, and let's say we're going to move this blue piece right here. Well, if we orient this card this way, we'll see that we can either move 1 space forward, 1 space diagonally backwards to the left, or diagonally backwards to the right. Well, we can't move backwards either way, but we can move forward 1 space. And so that would be a legal move for this card. Now, if you were on the red team, the card would be facing this way, so likewise, you could make pretty much the same movements. But there are asymmetrical cards as well, such as the ox, in which case both players can move to the right. However, if I move to the right here, maybe you don't have a piece that can move to the right, so you really can't take advantage of that on the red side, but you can still move forward 1 space as such. Now, let's say that we're further on in the game, and we've got something like the dragon card. Well, if our piece is in the middle like this, then they could move to any of the spaces that the dragon card represents. And the dragon card is practically the wildest card in the base game. Now, you might be thinking, okay, how do you win? How do you take over other characters? So, once again, we'll use these pieces and say that the dragon card is the one played, and it is the blue player's turn. We can see that the blue pawn is in the center right here, and we can move forward 1 and 2 to either side, which would allow us to take the red pawn. So upon playing the dragon stance, we can then take our enemy monk out of the game. Now, there are 2 ways that you can win Onitama, and that is either by taking out your opponent's master, or by getting your opponent's master to the steps of the rival dojo. It's important to note that only a master can win the game by getting to the opponent's dojo, but any pawn can take out the master to win the game that way. Well, that's pretty much all you need to know about how to play Onitama. Super simple. I definitely took longer than a minute to teach it, but I wasn't trying to speed through it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And I hope you will check out more instructional videos like these on the Phil Road Express. And you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button right here. Be sure and check out more board game and video game videos, and I'll check you next time.